Hi everybody and welcome to PAX Online 2020. Normally we would be greeting you in front of a live convention centre audience, but today, this year, we are all in our various homes and have a panel pre-recorded for your viewing pleasure. It is the home edition of Werewolf Live Flowerew. Year 3, the werewolves are currently up 2 villages to 0, and we will shortly see if they can hold that winning streak. Our players today, I will introduce them to you now. First up is Kevin Powe. And when I say I'm going to introduce them, I really mean I'm going to tell them their name, and then they're going to tell you a little bit about themselves.
Sorry for the blank stare.
Hello,
Yeah,
Mr.
we're not seeing.
Kevin.
Yes, Kevin, you say something now. Hi, I'm Kevin Powe. Yeah, it may strike you as surprising after that, but I'm a professional voice actor. You can hear me in Warframe. There's multiple roles, including in their recent expansion, and also most recently in North Star Rising, which was a Bithell Games production, working alongside an amazing cast.
And also on screen is Jessica Hutchinson.
That's me. Hello. I am an actor, writer, producer. I'm also doing voiceover. You can hear me in Dead Static Drive and Stormwind at the moment. But I've also just about finished post-production on a short film, which I'm very excited to share with everyone, called The Seance. And I've starred in a lockdown short film across Australia, Germany, and the UK called Strings Attached, which is just kind of mind-boggling to think about. But that's me. Hi.
Hooray! Next up we have Jimmy Reilly.
Hello, my name is Jimmy. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a professional dungeon master, and I've done some reality TV. I have played 3 games of Werewolf now, and I'm really excited to be here.
Yay! Also on screen, Gemma Duncan.
Hello, I am Gemma Duncan. My pronouns are she, her. I am a comedian and a performer and a celebrant for people who want exciting weddings without the boring bullshit. And I also foster cats through Cheltenham Cat Rescue.
Aww.
I have a 14-year-old tabby cat called Solomon who might come and join us, but he probably won't because he's in front of the heater right now. That's better than this.
Thank you. Next up we have Elizabeth Donald.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a cast member of the show Completely Improvised Potter, and I'm also a PhD student. All of those things are currently being done in lockdown from home right now. So, yeah.
Thanks, Elizabeth. And Darryl Browne.
Yes, Darryl, or Tabletop Out There, as it's sort of known on Twitter. That's my better known online presence. I am an enthusiastic board game talker and occasionally designer. And yeah, I'm currently in lockdown doing Sweet Apple.
Thank you, Darryl. Next up we have Becky Broughton.
Hi, I'm Becky. I also go by Lilia in a lot of my online appearances. I'm a game developer studying game design and serious game design at USC in Queensland. I've not got much on my plate at the moment because it's all quiet at the moment, but hoping to get into more game development soon.
Excellent. Thanks, Becky. Finally, also on screen, we have me, Dave Douds. I'm a voice actor, copy editor, IT professional, and the owner of Werewolf Melbourne. I've been running Werewolf Live at various pubs, homes, and other venues across Melbourne for the last 5 to 6 years, and more recently, Games Online. This is the 3rd year that I've run Werewolf Live at PAX. Now, to explain how the game works is a very special guest, me. Hi everyone, it's Dave from Werewolf Melbourne, here to tell you about the rules of Werewolf. Werewolf is a game of social deception and deduction for 7 to 20-ish players, with 10 to 15 being a good number. Some of the players are secretly werewolves, while the rest are human villagers trying to find them. The werewolves know who each other are, but the humans do not. Sometimes there are other teams, but we'll skip that for today. The game is played in 2 parts, a day phase and a night phase. During the day, players can talk freely, ask each other questions, and nominate another player who they think might be a werewolf. That player has a short time to defend themselves, then the other players vote to either execute or spare them. If enough players vote to execute, that player dies. If not, the day continues, time permitting. If a player dies, the village finds out if they were a human or a werewolf, the day ends and night begins. During the night phase, all players close their eyes, then players with certain roles are called upon to perform an action. Werewolves are woken up and collectively agree on a player to eat that night. Some werewolves are more advanced and have extra powers, like turning a human into a werewolf, getting a bonus night kill, hiding from detection, or killing whoever nominated them if they get executed. Some human roles also get a chance to act during the night. A seer can check another player to see if they're a werewolf or a human, a bodyguard can choose a player to protect from the werewolves, and a troublemaker can cause a double execution the next day. Other human roles have a passive or triggered power. A hunter can shoot another player when they die, a mayor's vote counts as 2, while the diseased villager stops the werewolves from hunting the following night. There are many more roles for both teams, and a few roles that have their own agenda. In the morning, all players woke up and find out who, if anyone, died overnight. The next day starts, and the game continues. The humans win the game when all the werewolves are dead, while the werewolves win when there's at least as many werewolves left alive as humans. Now, these rules are right for the game I'm running today, but roles and rules, especially how voting works, will vary from group to group, so check with your local moderator if you're unsure. And now, on to the game. And now that everyone knows how the game works, let's get started. I've privately given each of our players one of the roles that I talked about. They all know who they are. They know who they are a werewolf or not. So we will begin with Night 0, the night where the werewolves are introduced to each other. Everybody, please mute your microphones and close your eyes. Werewolves, please open your eyes. Werewolves, please greet your other werewolves. There are this many werewolves. You will see this many other werewolves. Thank you, werewolves. Please close your eyes. It's morning. Everybody, please wake up.
That werewolf sounds suspiciously like a chicken.
It is morning. Welcome to the town of Flowerew once again. There has been a recent spate of animal attacks, disappearances, and I, a paranormal investigator, have been brought in, and I have found telltale clues of a werewolf presence in Flowerew. It is up to you.
Here in Flowerew?
Again?
Happens
They
every
just
year.
can't stay away.
Elected.
Is it the stunning sunsets? Is it the attractive fish and chip shop down the street? Who knows?
We
Is it the
worked to
weird
rebuild
absence of
the
silver
ground.
weapons?
It is up to you to decide who the werewolves are and vote them out. Discuss.
Discuss!
I don't believe in werewolves. There's none here. And if there were, then they wouldn't dare be here. They'd go to the next town over. So we shouldn't kill anyone.
Why are you all of a sudden putting on an accent now?
I've
Yesterday
got.
you were talking to me just normal.
I'm just waiting for Gemma's to go. We'll fight off werewolves, and I don't need to wear a mask.
No.
I've got to say, after 2 years of werewolf attacks,
Yeah.
saying that you don't believe in werewolves is exactly the kind of misdirection that a werewolf would apply in this situation to defend themselves in the face of
Especially with
evidence.
an accent like
Kevin
this.
has a point.
Only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
What? that a reference
I mean-
to something I don't understand?
We
Emma, you
settled
need to
this
watch
town
the
after.
Italian Job. The original one. The one where he has to bury another Batman.
I don't want to bury another Batman.
Don't want to bury another
I don't
Batman.
want to put him on his pointy ears.
Yeah, their little capes. No.
What are you talking about?
You failed to maintain your facade.
I think what we're trying to say, Gemma, is that we're kind of suspicious that you're straight out the gate very confident in the fact that werewolves shouldn't be here just because.
Why would
Werewolf
they put
Central.
that here?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Kevin was very quick to throw an accusation or throw a suspicion around, which is exactly the type of thing that also a werewolf would do.
I've learned from the patterns of the last 2 years. I'm quick on defense here. We don't have time to dilly-dally.
And that
If this
kind
was
of
landing on the-
misdirection, Jimmy, that kind of misdirection, Jimmy, is precisely what a werewolf would do.
You know
And
what
in the
what
interest
your
of the
werewolves
past
do,
2
what you're
years,
doing
you
right now.
don't trust guests.
I feel
This
like
is
I should
everybody
just say
the last
something.
2 years.
Law of averages. I couldn't possibly be a werewolf this time.
Couldn't
That's not how
possibly.
that works. That's
I
not
feel
how
like-
maths works.
I really feel like I need to point
When they
out
come
that
back.
I need to say something, otherwise my silence is going to go as suspicion of being a werewolf.
It's just what a werewolf would do.
Just turn around and go.
Exactly.
Babu, babu, babu.
You know who has been very quiet through this whole conversation?
Yeah, no, but that's very like her.
I'm just sad because my chickens are dead. They were eaten in the
Aw.
night. They were eaten in the night by something.
Midnight snack?
So that's why you've got to have
No, wait a minute.
cows.
No, I'm just a humble farmer villager who's grieving the loss of his chickens.
Ah.
Did they try to get delivered to you in the USPS and because they didn't deliver it on time because of all the strikes, is that why your chickens died?
No, unfortunately, they were mauled.
Okay, well that's different.
The malls are closed at the moment. This is a stage 4 lockdown.
I'm really, really sorry for your loss. That's really sad.
It's just what someone who was trying not to be a werewolf would say too.
How dare you use my grief against me? Just something a werewolf would do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't trust Jimmy. I think it's Jimmy's turn to be a fucking werewolf.
To be fair, you say that every year.
I'm so sorry. I just swore you.
No, like to be
Yeah.
fair, like it's not that I don't see your point of view, right?
It's just that you're a werewolf, Jess.
It would be really funny if I was a werewolf again, but I'm not.
She is quite finger pointing.
I mean, Jimmy was kind of circling the conversation earlier, sort of in what you could call a lupine kind of way, just waiting for the right moment to just
No,
get in
no,
there
mate,
and-
you're thinking of sharks.
In a,
I thought it was velociraptors.
That's what
In a
I do
loop
it.
line.
I run the fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
I run the bakery.
it's a fine
Don't tell me we've got a
I'm-
problem with were-sharks too.
listen, once
Where's
again,
sharks?
I think I'm the village drunkard.
The one on the left is the one you worry about. He
Who's
never seems to know what's going on. No, the left shark.
Ah, right.
Jesus. I'd forgotten all about Left Shark, and I think I was happier for
To
it.
be fair, with the current restrictions, it's now 83 years ago. So it's easy enough to forget about left shark.
Yes, but, you know, you have to have your left shark several meters to the other side of you. Can't
We
have
need-
it
Yeah.
too close these days.
Is it a baby though?
Baby.
Is it a baby
Do,
shark?
do,
What did you
Not,
do?
don't,
do,
please
do,
don't
do?
start with Baby Shark.
Okay,
I mean, really, have we actually got anything to worry about werewolves? I mean, we're all
we-
isolated in our own homes. None of them.
I'm worried about
So-
chickens.
yeah, so
Werewolves
We
have
can
been
go
breaking.
without eggs for a while.
this happens every round of werewolf for the first time. It's impossible. Okay.
I
As
think
long as my mead is intact, we're fine. Almost said mead just then.
As long as both of those things are intact, it's fine.
Exactly.
Do we
Silent
have
Becky.
any
We'll just-
nominations for today?
I nominate Elizabeth. Too quiet, too calm.
Two chicken.
No, I don't think
Too
she would eat
unchicken.
her own chickens.
Two unchicken.
I don't think she would eat her own chickens.
I have
What
a
else would you have
nomination.
them for?
I have a nomination for Elizabeth. Elizabeth will now have a short moment to defend themselves. Then everyone will vote on if they think Elizabeth is a werewolf. If more than half of the people vote yes, then Elizabeth will be executed and you will find out if they are a werewolf or not. Elizabeth.
I have to nominate someone
You can nominate someone afterwards.
if I survive.
If you survive, yes.
Alright. When does my defense start?
Now.
As I told all of you, I am just a humble villager. I provide eggs for the village. And I was just as shocked as the rest of the village to wake up and not only hear of the death of another villager, but also to see the death of my chickens. I don't know what else to say. It wasn't me. I have taken the tactic of sitting back and silently observing all of you to see who is acting suspicious. And although I am not allowed to make a accusation right now, you can be sure that I have one up my sleeve, ready for...
Is she allowed to point a finger while she's defending?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
I can point a finger?
Yes.
That's what you mean, like, hold up my sign?
Yes.
The finger points.
Oh, no, you can...
I think he's been overly active in jumping in to accuse people, and in my experience of werewolf attacks, I find that this is the tactic most often taken by the person wanting to take attention off themselves. Therefore, that is my suspicion.
So you have experience with werewolf attacks.
Having, yes.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
They killed me earlier.
I will now ask...
I was looking at Jess, but now that she's said that, I'm like... Oh.
I will now ask, after I finish counting down from 3, for everyone else who wishes to execute Elizabeth to raise their hand, and for everyone else who doesn't wish to execute Elizabeth not to raise their hand. There are 6 living players, so 4 raised hands will mean an execution. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm sorry, did you say 6 living?
1. There are 6 living players who aren't Elizabeth. Elizabeth can't vote for herself. 1 vote is not enough. The day continues. Any other nominations?
So Jimmy, what were you up to last night?
Look, I spent a lot of time in the barn churning butter.
It's the villager, Ron Jeremy.
I bet you were.
which I mean, it sounds like a euphemism because it is. I was real busy. Yeah, look, I mean, certainly I was a long distance away from the chicken farm because if you're covering your chicken in butter, I feel like that's something continental you need to do. What were you doing last night, Jess?
I was at the pub.
Me? I didn't see you there.
Oh, the village
Yeah.
drunk can't
I
corroborate
was pretty
you.
drunk. I was pretty drunk.
You would have heard me. I only want to hear you, you ding dong!
You know what? Normally, when I'm getting up early to make the bread for the day, nice loaves and everything for everyone, I go to work as the pub is closing. I saw Bekki leaving the pub. I did not see you leaving the pub.
Because I was already, like,
I
half
did-
in bed.
Because you were
I left
already
the pub.
eating chickens.
No.
Hang on, aren't we in the pub right now? I don't remember leaving.
That does explain the copious
I
amounts of
didn't drink.
alcohol.
Do you remember much of anything?
When did you move here?
Any other nominations for today?
Who did you move here?
Why did you...
What's,
No.
okay, right. What's
So-
to do with Kevin?
Yeah, Elizabeth, do you feel like making a nomination against Kevin officially?
Am I only allowed to make one nomination for the whole game?
One per day.
One per day. Okay, I nominate Kevin.
Certainly. Kevin, please defend yourself.
Certainly. I mean, I've been active in these conversations because as a village carpenter, I understand that to create a strong defense, you can't be tardy. I did wait to see who would step into the ring first, but I'm no werewolf by any stretch. I built your pens. And I'm sad to see that your chickens have gone, but they were sturdy coops. So this thing here is a beast, to be sure, but it's not me.
Can't have been that sturdy if they were got in the middle of the night.
Sorry, my budget doesn't normally extend to defenses against supernatural 8-foot creatures. Most clients aren't willing to pay
so
for
you
that with a
know how
coop.
small they are, do you?
Ooh.
I've read books, yes. Well, one. Well, it was actually a picture on a piece of paper, but it had like an arrow in it.
Anything else, Kevin?
No, I'm going to build a simple, sturdy structure for my defense and let it stand to speak for me.
Now accepting votes as for Elizabeth. Ray, after I finish counting from 3, raise your hand if you would like to execute Kevin, and don't raise your hand if you would like Kevin to continue living. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, still not enough.
Oh, look at her hesitating there. It's like,
What's a finger? Is it a hand or not?
No.
It's a I'll get you next time gadget. If I find that your shoddy construction is actually...
Shoddy?
The day has gone on quite long.
Ah, shit.
It sure has.
Time to drink.
And the day draws to a close with the village unable to find any suitable candidates for today. Everybody please mute your mics and close your eyes. Bodyguard, please open your eyes. Each night, the bodyguard can protect any player in the village, including themselves, from a werewolf attack, but they cannot protect the same player 2 nights in a row. Bodyguard, who would you like to protect tonight? Thank you, bodyguard. Please close your eyes. Werewolves, please open your eyes. Werewolves, each night you go hunting in the village and kill somebody. Werewolves, who would you like to kill tonight? Thank you, werewolves. Please close your eyes. It's morning. Everybody wakes up.
I miss Kevin Costner.
You wake up, you have your breakfasts, and as you're having your breakfasts, you hear a terrified scream coming from Jess and Darryl's place in town.
We run to that.
Running over, Jess discovers that Darryl has been brutally eaten to death during the night.
Delicious.
The one pairing where you can do that.
Oh my god.
I cardiopulmonary.
I'm pretty sure he's missing half his intestines at least.
Yes.
Oh, he's got an arm off.
Very gruesome scene.
I never got to make out and tell about my characters. Go to cycle later.
I think it's a cardiopulmonary situation.
Oh, it's a cardiopulmonary submission.
Sorry, that was too good an opportunity to pass up.
No, that was great.
No,
Thank you.
that was awesome.
A+.
The werewolves have struck again. Dun,
It's okay, Nix. I'm not really dead. It's all right. She's got concerns.
Their heads did go up quite substantially when I screamed no.
Yeah. She's looking over at me. She's like, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" Concerned puppy is concerned.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Very sweet.
That's all the
Okay.
fun coming up. It's really fresh.
All right, so are we meeting up to discuss this? Because I have a terrible hangover.
I think we really have to.
Yeah, I can't really see a way around that.
To the pub!
This is one of those situations when you find out about what people really think when you die. It's like, should we meet up? No, I guess. But do we have
We are
to?
in a terrible situation.
It's terrible. Like, I mean, the government did say that we can't meet together for funerals, but I mean, really, we got together for a drink last night.
That's less than
Funerals,
How bad it was
mm.
then. Maybe now we should just hold your memorial via Zoom.
What's a Zoom?
It's when you run really fast through the village.
No, it's when you fly on a paper aeroplane and you fly it, zoom to the next house, then they write their memorial there, and then they zoom it across to the next one.
I like that. That's a good gag. Okay.
I take it we're all gathered now.
Yes.
I'm not. I'm quite separated. There's a bit of me there, and a bit of me there, and a bit of me there.
So, Jess, given that you lived in the house with Darryl, did you not see or hear the werewolf?
Nope.
Thus,
Nothing.
Nothing. But I am thinking that it would be really convenient if Kevin were a werewolf or if Jimmy were a werewolf and they were trying to team up to like shift suspicion, because they originally blamed you, Elizabeth, and it would have been very easy to murder you last night as the one that had the first accusation marked against them. So to really throw people off, it made a lot of sense probably to kill my poor Albert.
Look, Jess of the Wavering Hand, there's another reason why they wouldn't kill me either, which is with 3 votes, nearly 4 to kill me. Of course they're gonna leave me alive. So suspicion. I'm their patsy now.
well, I don't
Why
understand.
kill him
Can
when
you
the
explain
humans
that
can do it
again?
for him?
We also had a bodyguard, don't forget. The bodyguard could to protect you.
No, Kevin, can you say that again? I didn't understand it.
Of course, like at the risk of telegraphing this, whatever that is actually, in a medieval village, at the risk of telling the werewolves.
At the risk of carrier pigeoning it.
Yes, at the risk of carrier pigeoning it, there are 3, nearly 4 votes against me. So most of you blighters think that I'm the werewolf. So of course the werewolves aren't going to kill me because you leave me around to make me look like a werewolf.
Oh, right.
He's a right patsy.
I see what you're saying.
That makes a scary amount of sense.
That's exactly what a werewolf would say, Jimmy.
There's only so many times you can play that
I do
particular track.
agree
You
that that
know?
poor man over there seems like a patsy. Gee golly gosh, mister, it's a fantastic point.
Jess
I
is
do
really
wanna point out-
pointy, though.
I do want to point out at this point that Jess has both come up with the plan to throw suspicion off the werewolf.
My partner got murdered. Did you not hear me cry?
Yeah, no, but no one. Why didn't you hear when it was happening?
And is
So-
also
Well, to be fair, he does have a sleep apnea machine, so it probably would have been really easy for him to have just had that disconnected. And
What is
then
a sleep apnea machine?
we
It's
don't
when
have
you get-
telegraphs,
It's
but we
when
do
you
have.
get. It's when you get the bill of a duck and you put it over your mouth at night, and the duck helps you breathe so that you don't have a heart attack or a stroke because you're not getting enough oxygen into your lungs.
Slick crack deer, yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is absolutely a grief-stricken moment for you to have the person that
devastated.
you share so much property with, so much property and wealth, to have had them die. That
Ah.
person that you share all of those material belongings with, now dead.
Yeah.
That's tragic. I really feel for you. I grieve. I
mean,
grieve.
I guess I'm going to have to carry on his legacy and create my own board game cafe where people can go and play games and remember him for the good times.
What's a board game?
Cafe.
It's where you go to have both a beverage and you get to play on the surface of a table a variety of games.
Oh, it's a jig.
Yeah.
A drunken jig.
Oh, like the Beast with Two
Never
Bats.
heard of it.
Okay.
You know, a good way to take attention off yourself would be to murder your own partner, because you would be the last suspect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what a werewolf would say.
Okay, you're throwing that card around a lot.
Yeah, but to be fair, right? I would like to point out, did I act this way the last time I was a werewolf? Because I don't believe I did.
I don't remember.
Wait, hang on a minute. The last time you were a werewolf?
Yeah, in a previous life, one of my descendants just happened to be a werewolf.
So are you a werewolf or a witch? Because neither of those really end well.
Or if you go and you get the scales, and I can go get the duck from the bedroom, and if we weigh me next to the duck, then we should know whether I'm a witch.
There's two potential options here. Someone's framing you to make you look like the werewolf.
Oh, they're fucking framing me, 100%. Second time I've sworn.
Or you've tried to make it appear like you couldn't possibly be the werewolf.
I do.
Nah, I'm not good enough for that, to be perfectly honest. But every time that I've been accused of being a werewolf in the past, and it may or may not have been true as far as my ancestors are concerned, I get very anxious. Right now, I'm not anxious. Right now, I'm more like, okay, who's trying to screw me over?
Yeah, but
Could that be the benefit of that acting?
You were just telling us before that you have done lots of games like this before, where you masquerade and you deceive.
Look, what goes on in my bedroom between me and my ex-partner is none of your business.
Wait, he's an ex?
Well, he's dead.
Don't you mean
I mean, you expect me to carry on the charade? Oh, honey, you're looking very stiff tonight.
That linguistic shift was awfully quick.
Yeah.
Like premeditated, you could say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what a werewolf would say.
Ah.
All right, that's it. That is. I
cannot with you two. I don't even know.
I really wish I had a pair of sunglasses right now so I could just do a weekend.
To be fair, if you try to accuse me right now of being a werewolf, that's a fucking disgusting thing to do to someone who's grieving. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Put you out of your misery.
And yeah, that's the
you're
clincher
grieving.
for me.
You're not allowed back in my fish and chip shop ever.
Well, you know what? You can't get a bun, so no chip butties for you.
I would like to formally accuse and nominate Jess.
I have a nomination for Jess.
That's convenient. Is this where I get to defend myself?
Yes, please.
Cool. So I'm going to play a really interesting tactic right now, because it definitely means that I will probably die tonight no matter what. I'm the bodyguard, everyone. So if you kill me...
What's a bodyguard?
Now...
What's a bodyguard?
She protects us.
Yeah. So you kill me. You
Didn't
kill
do a
me.
good job
You
protecting
got no
your
protection.
partner.
Yeah, because I protected myself last night.
Is that, and I'm referencing a famous quote here, but is that possibly something a werewolf might say?
I don't know, but if you kill me, you're never going to know who's going to be protected tonight and may survive tomorrow. And that's why I think I'm going to die anyway, because even if I can't protect myself 2 nights in a row. So if you don't kill me now, the werewolves will definitely kill me tonight, unless they don't want to look suspicious.
Unless you're the werewolf.
But I'm not.
Does anyone else
So
wanna-
if you survive tonight,
If I survive tonight, it means that
you're a werewolf.
It means I also get to keep someone else safe.
Excuse
But
me,
if you survive tonight, you're a werewolf.
Yeah, but seriously, I've admitted that I'm the bodyguard. If I don't get killed, it's going to look really suspicious.
I've got 2 questions.
Sure.
Question number 1, can the bodyguard protect the same person 2 nights in a row?
Nope.
No.
That's why I will most likely die tonight, because I
Question
protected
number
myself last
2,
night.
is anyone else laying claim to being the bodyguard? Like, if she's lying, Now's your chance to come
Wait.
forward.
Didn't we say if someone asks if you're the bodyguard or if someone asks if you know who the werewolves are, then you should be suspicious of them?
Why?
We said if someone asks how many werewolves there are and you know the answer, don't tell them. Because
Why?
only the
How many
werewolves know how many
werewolves
werewolves there are.
I don't know.
I
I'm just saying,
Here's the thing.
Gemma's the one asking.
No, she's
could-
saying she's the bodyguard,
Yes.
but I don't know if I believe her. So is anyone else?
By asking, is anyone else going to lay claim to it, you could say that she's flushing out the actual bodyguard as a werewolf.
That's what I was thinking.
No, because
Exactly,
you're just
I'm
gonna-
with you on
You're
that
just
one.
going to kill me tonight. But if you
Oh,
if you kill me now, I can't protect a different person. And
But
prove
you
my
do get
point.
the satisfaction of being right.
Well, if no one else is saying they're the bodyguard, then I don't know what to believe.
If
I see
This
what
is my
Jess
argument.
is saying.
if the werewolves really want to throw me under the bus and actually
What's
keep
the
me
bus?
safe, it's like a carriage that lots of people can take.
Right.
Under the wagon.
If someone wants to throw me under, if the werewolves want to throw me under the wagon, there's two choices they have in front of them. Right, if you don't kill me now, okay? Either they kill me tonight, which prevents me from keeping anybody else safe tonight,
If you are in fact the bodyguard.
or if they don't kill me tonight, it means that they're still trying to apportion blame towards me as a suspicious party, and I can still keep somebody else safe. And then I can help you guys try and figure out who the werewolves are. I still think it's Kevin and Jimmy. Jimmy's got a real sus look on his face, and Kevin's just a little too freaking confident right now.
Jess, anything else for your defense?
Yeah, I mean, I know that either you're going to kill me tonight or the werewolves are going to kill me tonight. I know that's pretty much what's going to happen. But sucks to be you guys, because I'm the bodyguard, and you're not going to have a bodyguard if you kill me.
Thank you, Jess. It is now time to vote on Jess. After I finish counting down from 3, raise your hand if you would like to execute Jess. If you would like to not execute Jess, don't raise your hand.
You're all stuck.
3, 2, 1, go. 1. 1 is not enough. 2 is also not enough.
Oh, now that is interesting.
Are there any other nominations for today?
Jess, are you going to nominate Kevin or Jimmy?
It's between Kevin, Jimmy, and Elizabeth right now.
Well, I got what I needed out of
I
that
can-
little
I
experiment,
can
so I've got a nomination.
I'm just a villager. And I believe that Jess is the bodyguard, given her answers and her conviction. And I also kind of, when she said that Jimmy had a suspicious look on his face, I looked over at him. I'm like,
This is just how I look. I'm naturally.
Poor Jimmy.
I'm
Nah, you've got an extra swagger about you right now that you didn't have last year.
Oh.
Might I make a
Bilbo-
formal nomination?
You sure may.
He's Bilbo Swaggins.
There's one person here now who's been very, very quick to put their hand up for voting. I got what I needed out of that last experiment, and it's young. Let's see if we can get this reading.
Here we go.
All right, I have a nomination of Jimmy. Jimmy, you have a short time to defend yourself.
I've got no defense. I mean, I would love to be honest with you and tell you that I am actually the bodyguard and that Jess has been lying to you. But it's very clear that now you're not going to believe me when I tell you that.
Why didn't
And
you
Wow.
Yes.
when you had a chance.
Wow. Okay, guys, there's a werewolf right there. 100%. Oh my god. I'm so happy I played that card now because you just flushed yourself right out there, didn't you? Ooh, the little werewolf just flushed himself right out there.
I think Jimmy needs to finish.
What's going on there, though?
So, I mean, yeah, look, I mean, I don't have a defense because, as Jess has pointed out, there's no way you're going to believe me. So, I mean, I want to
What was
protect
your reason for not saying it when I asked before?
because, as Jess said, the second that the bodyguard is outed, the werewolves are going to get them. Absolutely. There's
So you
no
were trying to
question
say
about
it.
that. I feel like revealing that at that point, absolutely no use. The main problem with this now is, like I said, I can't convince you because Jess has already said that she's the bodyguard, and you all believe that.
You
I don't know if I do
sneaky
believe that.
bastard.
So
I
I will
don't
see
think, I
you.
don't know what I believe.
But why is he sneaky, Jess?
Isn't a bodyguard's job to protect people?
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
I am the actual bodyguard. It's on my chat record right there. I am the bodyguard. He's pulling this shit because he knows that they're going to kill me tonight if we don't. Oh my god!
I think it's still Jimmy because there's a difference in like the facial expression. When Jess was nominated, she looked shocked, right? When
Of course
Jimmy
I'm not shocked.
was nominated, he
Of
was
course
like,
I'm I'm trying to protect everyone, and I'm trying to put the way things are in the right order and perspective.
Yeah,
And there's no way out of
that's
this. I accept.
But you didn't really seem outraged when
That's
Jess
nice.
was making all her claims that she was the bodyguard. Like, even if you didn't want to give up that you were the real bodyguard, you still could have questioned her more.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but there's not a lot of point, right? I mean, when the first person
Because it doesn't
announces-
change what's on the menu tonight.
Yeah, exactly. When the person admits to being one of the special roles, they are instantly a target. And
Yeah, and you know what? I was convinced everyone was going to raise their hands against me, so that's why I was like, well, what else have I got to goddamn lose?
right, they didn't now, right? So now either way, we're
I'm a
gonna
good person.
either way,
No,
You're a werewolf.
either way, we're gonna lose the
Oh, I know I'm
we're
going to die
losing the
tonight.
bodyguard.
I know I'm going to die tonight. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anything else? Jimmy, anything else?
I will be able to protect them.
All right. It is time to vote for Jimmy. After I finish counting down from 3, raise your hands to execute Jimmy. Keep your hand lowered to let Jimmy live. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is going to be enough. Jimmy, the town has decided that you are not trustworthy. How would you like to die?
Oh well, I'm gonna put forward a vat of butter, of which I was churning, and I'm going to drown myself or be drowned in the butter.
Inside.
Jimmy is put headfirst into a giant vat of butter. He can't eat his way out because it's been churned so well, it's just way too thick. And so Jimmy suffocates,
asphyxiation.
one of those two. It's
Drowning?
a
Can
little.
you drowning? Maybe?
Can you drown in a
Liquid
solid?
still.
I don't think you can
think
drown in a
suffocating.
solid.
Yeah.
It's not
Jimmy
really solid,
dies.
though. It's movable.
Kind
It's
of
a
a
liquid still.
viscous.
Viscous,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a liquid.
Jimmy dies, and it turns out that he
So
was, in
viscous.
fact, a werewolf.
I love that one of the most baffling questions is
Hang
what's
on,
the
wait,
correct
wait, what
word
did
for
you say?
lying in butter?
What did Dave
Was
say?
a werewolf.
See? I told you.
Wait, you were a werewolf?
He
I was a
was.
He
werewolf.
was. I'm really sorry because it probably means I am going to die tonight. But I did want to say, in your face! In your face!
You all have a bit of a party and you go to sleep. Everybody, please mute your mics and close your eyes.
I'm so scared to go to bed.
Bodyguard, please open your eyes. Bodyguard, who would you like to protect tonight that you did not protect last night? Thank you, Bodyguard. Please close your eyes. Werewolves, please open your eyes. Werewolves, who would you like to murder tonight? Thank you, werewolves. Please close your eyes. Now, this is when, normally, if I was running this game in real life, I would quietly tap this player on the shoulder and let them know that they were dead. And then I would go like this. Kevin, please open your eyes. Kevin, you've been killed. While you are dying, you have just enough time to let off one arrow. Thank you, Kevin. It's morning. Everybody, please open your eyes. We find that Kevin has died during the night. We also find that Gemma has died during the night.
What?
Oh my god.
Don't want to die.
Oh my god.
Hang on, what?
Who wants to
Oh
live
my
forever?
Pardon?
Oh,
Who wants to live forever?
God.
As you investigate Kevin's house, you find that he is in pieces and there is blood and tufts of fur everywhere. And there is one spent crossbow by his bed.
So he's a hunter?
So he's a hunter. Inventing ballistics, you follow the path of the crossbow to Gemma's house, where Gemma is lying in bed with a crossbow bolt in her chest. Gemma is dead.
Oh my god.
can I address the ghost of Kevin?
Gemma is also a werewolf.
Oh my god.
The werewolves are dead. The villagers win.
Yay!
Hey!
The ghost
Oh,
of
we
Kevin
can
will
divert
now
ourselves.
take formal apologies.
Yeah, you know what I did last night? I did this. I was like, I don't know who to pick, and I went with Elizabeth, and I didn't know how to trust, and I was like, oh no, and I could have protected you, and I did it. But then you won us the game, so I'm sorry. #sorry, not sorry.
I would just like to point out that I got to a point just there where I was like, it's either Elizabeth or Jess, and both of them have been nominated previously. It's not me. Which one of those two is it?
Oh my god. Dave, you bastard, because when you said that Kevin had died in the night, I'm just sitting there going, I protected the wrong person. Clearly Elizabeth killed him. I fucked it up for all of us. We're all going to be dead. I've killed my entire village.
We're all gonna die, man. We're all gonna die.
Next me?
Thanks.
I fully did not believe Jess was the bodyguard
I did.
Really?
because I heard during nighttime someone, right when the bodyguard was supposed to be awake, someone was squeaking on a whiteboard, and the only one I could remember having a whiteboard was Kevin. So I was like, Kevin must be the bodyguard. What's going on?
Jess was writing on post-it notes.
Yeah, it's just a, there's a
Oh,
marker.
it sounded like a whiteboard.
It did a little
It
bit.
just sounded like one of those thick markers.
If I can ask a game question, Kevin's role in that, the hunter, how does that work mechanically?
When the hunter dies, they automatically shoot one other player immediately.
But they only die if they're a
one other
werewolf, though, right?
player. Okay. So
Yes.
Not necessarily the werewolf that has.
No.
Okay.
That
No,
was all
there is a
serious.
role. There is a role that does that. Called in roles and roles will vary from group to group. In our group, there is a role called the Lumberjack. If the werewolves kill the Lumberjack at night, the Lumberjack will kill a random one of the werewolves.
Who was the lumberjack?
There isn't a Lumberjack in this game, but it is a role that exists.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Normally he
The
just sleeps
hunter
all night
just
and works
blindly shoots somebody or shoots someone they think is suspicious, and in this case, Kevin chose wisely.
I was very scared because the last time I was just a villager, I laughed so much that you guys lynched me, convincing yourselves that I was a werewolf.
I can't. Congratulations, villagers! It's first time in the history that this event has been run. But also, yeah, that was incredibly well played, Jess. I can't fault you for getting me on that.
All right, man. That was a Hail Mary and a half. I was like, if I don't say what I am right now, you're either going to kill me now and I miss out on a chance to protect someone,
Yeah.
or you don't kill me now and you believe me and I can go and protect someone tonight.
I was
And then I protected the wrong person, but the right person who died anyway ended up protecting us. So
I only voted for
Me and
Jimmy.
I were the only two that voted. I was like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Now they're going to see us working together.
No.
I was convinced that you were all going to be like, that's it, Gemma's out next.
No, the two of you, the first day, Gemma voted, and then shortly after, Jimmy noticed that Gemma was voting, Jimmy voted, and that's what got it to 3. And then Jess was sort of like, and then day 2, Jimmy voted, and then Gemma, you voted, just after he did.
Yeah.
It really needs to be 1, 2, 3, go, and then no more votes.
Because it was her first time playing with us.
Yes.
Gemma, that's what threw me because I thought you were the werewolf, but at the very start of the game you defended me, and I was like, a werewolf wouldn't defend me. She'd throw me under the bus.
No, well,
That's happened before.
Jess, the next time you're a bodyguard, you don't need to tell anyone who you protected last night.
yeah, but it was worth pointing out because if they saved me, if the mob didn't lynch me or drown me in butter or in the deep
Yes.
fryer,
Of your choice.
and I was able to survive to that night. I wanted it to be really clear that I had saved myself the night before, because if I survived that night, I didn't want the accusation to be, oh well, you just saved yourself type thing. So
But of course you could save yourself. That would be fine. That would be sort of proving you were a
no,
bodyguard.
because
Right.
you can't save the same person.
No, you can't. But nobody
I don't
except
know
you and
that.
me and everybody watching knew that you'd saved yourself on night
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, but I was convinced that the werewolves were going to kill me last night. So
The werewolves try to kill anyone who was protected by the bodyguard.
Yes, it just doesn't work. So nobody dies.
Oh, so who did they try to kill that was protected?
Nobody.
Oh,
But they can.
okay, they can.
We could have tried, but it just wouldn't have done anything. Then we would have woken up and there's no one dead.
Yeah, exactly. And then you would have gone, somebody,
The bodyguard
the bodyguard probably saved themselves on night 1. We'll hit them again.
Oh dear.
You were so invested, Gemma. So invested in those reactions.
Jessica's reactions.
No, your reactions to everything.
Oh,
Yeah, you're a good
Like-
liar.
It was really
hey.
just watching you. You're like, something's happened. Then I'm gonna go to 11.
That wasn't 11. You think I was 11? Jess was 11.
it's 11 though.
Yeah, you are always 11.
I felt like Jess's reaction was genuine outrage.
Yeah,
yeah.
That didn't seem like
yeah. Normally, if I have to lie when I'm the werewolf, I'm too anxious to be that bold about it. So I'm just like, no, guys, this is really stressful. Stop accusing me, okay? It's just really mean.
And then everyone closes their eyes and she goes,
Thank you, everybody, for playing. Congratulations, villagers, for finally getting a win on the board.
I did so much.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll do a. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll do a. No, I still can't get those words.
Don't watch anybody.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the home edition of Werewolf Live. We'll just check with each of our players to see if there's anything that they wish to plug. Same order, starting with Kevin.
you can find out about what I'm doing at the moment with developing voice games for Alexa over at alexa.kevinpowe.com if you're curious. Otherwise, you can find me on most socials as voiceover_AU.
Thank you, Kevin. Jess?
Hey, you can check out information about the 2 short films I mentioned at the beginning, both on Facebook. I believe Dave has the linky dinks. And you can come and follow me on social media too, at Rarely Updated on both Instagram and Twitter.
Thank you, Jess. Jimmy?
You can book me to run your tabletop game of choice through www.gm4hire.com.au, and you can find me on the socials as roleplay_James.
Thanks, Jimmy. Gemma?
Hello, you can find me at Gemma Celebrant on Instagram. I'm not really on Twitter. Soz. If you would like me to marry you, then get in touch. I can't marry anyone right now because we're in lockdown, but I can take a booking, and once we get back to stage 3, I can sign your notice of intended marriage and do a sweet little elopement. So
Aww.
get on that.
Thanks, Gemma. Elizabeth?
You like Harry Potter and you like comedy and you like improv, then you should follow Completely Improvised Potter on Instagram and Facebook.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Bekki?
There's not much for me to plug. You can, in the beginning on my title card, you saw there was the itch.io website. That's where I put any games that I've developed for my game design course. Also on Instagram, you can see anything I do uploaded for cosplay or game design. Yeah.
Thanks, Bekki. Darryl?
You can find me tabletop out there on all the socials, though I only really use Twitter, really. See silly stuff.
Thanks, Darryl. And thank you to everyone at home for watching. I hope you enjoyed our show. Maybe some of you played along and were able to guess who the werewolves were. If you'd like me to run Werewolf for you, for your group of friends, please check out the website at werewolfmelbourne.com. We're also on Facebook at Werewolf Melb, and I'm on Twitter at CapDef. Finally, a huge thanks to my players who were able to make it through today. Thank you all so much for being here and joining me.
We love you.
Well done!
Oh, we did it. I'm going to stop recording
Yay!
now.